Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm driving right now on the Southern State Parkway, and my phone holder, the suction part, stopped suctioning. It fell on the floor with my phone in it and everything. So I pulled over and tried to get it to resume its suctioning, but it just won't do it this morning. So I'm going to have to go buy another one. I need a different name brand. This is Staples brand, and I think this is the fourth one I bought. So let me see if I can just put my phone over here and prop it up on by the speedometer. How's that? You know, back in the old days, whenever you bought something, you bought it for life. I mean, it lasted forever and ever, and nowadays you're lucky if it lasts 6 months. I mean, I have learned to keep my receipt and the warranty instructions and everything on everything I buy, but I don't even know if this little cheap thing has a warranty on it. It's that part that stopped suctioning. I doubt it has a warranty on it. But they're inexpensive, and it is a tax-deductible item. So anyway, the traffic is moving slowly this morning. I'm really running late. It's after 8 o'clock already, and Jill called and she's ordering some bagels for us for breakfast, so I don't have to cook when I get there, which will be a big relief. I never know what to cook for the baby. Well, she's not a baby. She'll be 3 August the 13th, but she's the baby of the family, so we still call her Baby Eve. So I really have some things on my mind today. Ugh. I just wish I could get out of this bubble that I feel like everything's being closed in on me, and like there's no escape. Now, I had talked to y'all the other day in that video. I am struggling too about things to do to try to keep your mind off of all of this pandemic news and everything. But even if you do avoid watching mainstream media and the cable shows and TV, you're still bombarded with it. I mean, you can't, unless you're Henry David Thoreau, you can't get away from it. You know, I'm on YouTube day and practically half the night. Excuse me, guys. You know, reading and answering comments. So every time I sign on to YouTube, there's some type of video or news report that pops up, and I can't help but read it. So now I'm reading about the variant in Canada and Brazil and India. It's just so frightening. You know, it's the not knowing that is so scary. You know, we're all rushing to get this COVID-19 vaccine, and is it going to be for naught? Yeah, I go tomorrow for my second one. I mean, nobody can even answer a simple question of mine. For instance, I've already had COVID-19. Do I still need to get the vaccination? Well, we don't know. There's not been enough studies done on it. It's like, I feel like it's the blind leading the blind whenever you ask a question about the vaccine and if you've had the coronavirus. And I mean, have any of y'all had the coronavirus and then gotten tested for the antibodies? And do you have any antibodies against it? I don't. That was a big shock to me when I got the results back from the antibody test. I just knew. I mean, once you have a virus, you should be immune to it. But this is a virus unlike any other that's ever occurred in our lifetime. And I just, it's the isolation and the stress and the fear of the unknown. I'm thinking back throughout my lifetime how we just, you just went to school and played with your friends out on the playground, and you went to little birthday parties, and we had little sleepovers and things like that. And I remember when we would have a sleepover, and it seems like the mother would always get up and make us French toast. That was our favorite breakfast food back when I was a kid in the 1960s. Having that mother get up and get in the kitchen and make us French toast. I never had a sleepover. Are you kidding me? No way would Dora allow something like that. She didn't even get up and cook me breakfast. After about the first grade, she would get up and cook that disgusting oatmeal. It wasn't disgusting. I mean, it was delicious oatmeal, but it was disgusting because I had so much fear and panic in my stomach that I would throw it up at school, and then I would be forced to eat it again the next day. And I would be in so much panic and fear that I wouldn't even get on the school bus and go to school. So Dort would take me to school, and I wouldn't get out of the car. She actually had to pick me up, and I wouldn't walk. I just let my legs collapse onto the sidewalk, and she would grab my arm and just start cussing and saying, "You're going to go to school today. You're going to school today." And she would just drag me down that concrete sidewalk and force me into the classroom. And I remember just throwing up that oatmeal all over the sidewalk. She never said a kind or comforting word to me. She was just always cussing me out and degrading me. And oh, Lord, it's a wonder when I think back my childhood, how I survived it. It's a wonder I didn't just go crazy and go berserk and end up in a mental hospital as a child in a straitjacket. I know I'm not the only one. Many of y'all have told me about your sad and difficult childhoods, and I'm very sad for you. It hurts. It hurts me to read your comments, and I can just feel in my heart the pain and the panic and fear and stress that many of you had to endure in your childhoods. But anyway, y'all just, whatever you have to say to help me and help the other members of our community here to deal with this. I thought, 14 months going into the COVID-19 pandemic that we would have some answers to our questions, but we just don't. It is a difficult challenge. The phone won't stay. It is a difficult challenge every morning, to get your head screwed on straight and try to think straight and try to be positive. And that's what I encourage you to do, although I sometimes do need y'all to encourage me to do the same thing. I will never give up hope, and I will never give up trying, and I will always continue to pray. And this COVID-19 has brought many of us to our knees. I spend more time on my knees in prayer now than I ever have in my entire life, even after Jeremy died. I mean, I did spend a lot of time in prayer, but this Corona-19 and everything that we're going through, and so many of our elderly friends and family members have passed away from this. But another thing that bothers me the most is that our children and our grandchildren can experience the freedoms of living a carefree childhood like we did in the 50s and 60s. So to me, that is extremely sad. So I want to thank all of my new subscribers for going back and clicking onto my playlist and my old videos and watching them and getting to know a little bit about my background and where I started, where I came from, where I've been, and where I'm at now. So thank you so much for that. And like I said, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to share my videos with your friends and family. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.